Hello, everybody. This is Bundeswehr Bob, joined by Ben Magnus. We are playing some more Hearts of Iron 3. I am working on my North Africa campaign right now, marching towards the Sinai right now. The Suez Canal should fall here soon. And then Ben is working on one repelling a British invasion, which is looks kind of half-hearted, frankly.
Yeah, it's one division. I mean, they honestly could have shipped an entire army over here by now because they have a port, so it's just a matter of physically moving the troops.
Are the British mobilized? How do I tell if someone's mobilized or not?
I don't know. I don't know if there's an easy way of telling that. I do know that my garrisons are almost done.
I mean, it's possible they're just not mobilized, you know.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've been at war for when did the war actually start? It was at the end of 37 because I remember fighting in the winter. Or was it the spring of 38?
It was early 38 because I had just started invading Hungary, and Britain was like, nope.
You're bad, and you should feel bad.
Can't
Also,
do that.
France, haha. I mean, like, I've purposely tried to, like, surprise France by hitting them when they were demobilized, but I've never had England surprise them before me. It's actually kind of funny because in my Hearts of Iron, my first Hearts of Iron 4 series, I took out France like by like April of 1936 because they declared war on me when I reoccupied Alsace-Lorraine and didn't have anybody occupying the Maginot Line, so I just drove to Paris and went, "We win."
Well, your France AI in that particular, that was the first one you're talking about, right? I mean, that French AI didn't know what was good for it.
Ass from its elbow.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, it decided to oppose the Rhineland, reoccupation that you had going, which Germany, that is the thing Germany will do every time. It has to in order to progress in the game.
Yeah.
And, because I think France also has a civil war that pops up, right? At the same time.
I think there's a chance of the communists, I think. French Commune or something like that. I don't remember.
It's the French commies. They at least in the latest patches anyway, it rises up. So they got a civil war to deal with. So it already strips a lot of the troops off the Maginot Line. But France is in a position to like just fight Germany at step one anyway. They kind of hold a little bit, but eventually Germany will overrun them.
Yeah.
You know, so you like, I think in the first week of the game just capitulated out France.
Yeah,
that was it.
There was almost no combat. Like I attacked the French on the Maginot Line just to pin them down, and then just drove a couple. I mean, there was a few provinces occupied, but like around like Metz, there was around like the Bastogne area, there just wasn't anybody on the line. There just wasn't anybody there, so I just drove straight through and said, "This is mine now."
Yeah, France wasn't ready for anything of that.
I just drove to Paris and then to like one more VP, and they were like, "Okay, we give up." Not in the face. I have a lot more troops on the Polish frontier than I'm used to because I'm used to taking out France and Poland at the exact same time.
So Poland's gonna have like an extra super bad day, is what you're saying?
Yeah. And what I usually do is just start throwing garrisons in the ports because they like to just try to assault the ports directly. So we're just going to do that. First garrisons have started. The old men and young boys have started occupying the French coast. Well, it's mostly Belgium.
Getting in there early.
Yeah. Oh, geez. That was such a good idea of Germany's. well, when you run out of men.
I really enjoy if you look at the doctrine tree for the mobile warfare for Germany in Hearts of Iron 4. If you get far enough down it, there's where you can get more recruitable population. And one of the icons is a guy in a wheelchair with a Panzerfaust.
Did not.
I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, it's pretty good. If you ever pick up Hearts of Iron 4 again, take a look at it. It's pretty funny.
All right, so I actually got some. How about there? I actually do have some MPs down now. I just started throwing them in the in like cities.
Oh, we're crossing the Suez.
Oof, man, these are so. Just one run of getting one run of MPs done decreased the amount of IC required to do the next run by about 40 to 45%. If not more. I mean, some of them, they were almost 11 IC before, and the cheapest one now is 5.7, so that's about half. Indeed. Now I have to upgrade the Volksturm. Oh shit, they actually did drop a couple more units up here. But, that's okay. I've got the infantry.
I don't think they'll stand up to German might. The
infantry are coming. I'm not terribly concerned about it either.
Sir, they're shooting at us. We'll shoot back.
How's North Africa look?
Good. We're actually just getting across the Suez right now.
Any more naval combat with the Brits?
I've been sinking transports here and there, but otherwise, there hasn't really been any like fleet engagements.
No. Well,
it's quite possible they
ran out of fleet.
Well, that's part of it, I suppose. But
all right, actually engaged the British in New Munster, and then they attacked me. And I'm going to play it on the defensive leg.
I think I'm ready for an offensive on Bulgaria.
Well, go get your Garia.
Now, if I declare a limited war, they should not join the Allies, right?
If you declare a limited war, I won't be pulled into it.
But I could call you in later if I want to, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do that then.
That is a true fact. All right, the next run of garrisons will be done. Oh, January. Nice, not too bad.
This is all planes up here.
I have lots of planes.
Well, you're German. That's to be expected.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
It's to be expected that you've got stuff like that.
Funny, the Bismarck and the Tirpitz are actually going to be finished at around the correct time. Well, a little bit late, but end of 1940.
Bismarck in like 1940?
Yeah, it's going to be end of 1940 is when they're done with their outfitting. The British have taken Hamburg, but like an entire German army division or army just showed up. So, okay. So we're going to actually have to spread some of these guys out a little. All right. And let's see. Let's take the 9th Army Corps. And we're going to pull them off the attack too, because that's pointless. You're going to go here and then here.
I'm so glad you pointed out the whole like support attack thing, because that's actually that's actually really like helping me out a lot.
It's real good.
Of course, I think I noticed that's actually automatic in Hearts of Iron 4.
I think it is.
Like if you're attacking a province, you'll see that other troops take a knee and are shooting from a crouch position, which that's like a support attack.
Let's see. Cruiser crew training. I actually should do that. Was that theory? Okay, supply transport cost. Yay.
Oh, Bulgaria did join the Allies. All right.
Well, now you're going to have that fat striped territory look.
Excellent. Just what I always wanted.
That's what I like about Germany right now. Is that she's pretty thin looking because she only has a little bit of the stripes going. Although I hear stripes are slimming.
They're in fashion.
my whole Czechoslovakian area looks a little fat because the stripes are going the wrong way, kind of diagonal like.
Of course, the thing is that Bulgaria and Italy's colors are so close. Yeah, I can't really tell if they're striped or not.
Yeah, it's gonna look almost exactly the same. And
everything's
you
fine.
You are planning on taking the Romanian oil fields, correct?
Yes.
Good.
That's a plan. Well, that's why I'm attacking Bulgaria first, is so I've got just this huge line, because the Romanians I don't think have enough troops to cover the entire line.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have lots of opportunity to either encircle them or just straight up rush their VPs.
Yeah. All right. So the British decided they're going to take back Denmark for the Denmarkians. But like I said, like 16 German divisions just showed up. It's a little tougher when someone's actually shooting back.
Sir, the Germans showed up.
Oh, we're fucked. We're actually doing a halfway decent job sinking their ships. Let's do this. Let's go like here and say convoy rating and see.
So my naval bombers are definitely working overtime sinking convoys.
Good. Your naval bombers.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I forgot that Italy starts with a good handful of those.
Soviet Union wants to do a trade thing. What do you want?
A thing.
I would give them 1.21 money for. Yeah, I'll do that. Give me all that metal.
Well, France is like super pissy about being occupied. The Netherlands and Belgium are like,
We'll deal with it.
It's a slight inconvenience, and the French are like, ah.
Baguette, so fussy.
I forget that we're so far ahead of this like schedule right now. I'm like, why is it so difficult for me to get radar? It's because radar hasn't been invented yet.
What's radar?
Well, it's been invented. It's just we don't know how to use it. Funny thing, Japanese were very instrumental in development of advanced radar early warning systems before World War II, and then just basically went, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's why as the war got later and later, the Japanese Navy, like its carrier air groups, started doing worse and worse and worse because they didn't even have radar installed for the most part.
Good job, guys.
Like they were the ones who figured out how to build it, how it works, how to get it, installed on their ships and whatnot. And then we're just like, it's not really not that important, is it?
Unimportant.
All right, so I just figured out how naval bombers work.
Should I bother swinging south in Egypt, or should I just keep running into?
Is there anybody down there?
Oh, there was an HQ unit that fled that direction, but otherwise I didn't see anybody.
If you swing south in Egypt,
they took out Ethiopia, but
eventually, like if you pull up the infrastructure, well, you can't really see, but you can run down the coast for a small period of time, but you will run out of room. I think when you get to the port of Sudan, is I think when there's just no more left. All right, so I think it's time to attack Poland.
Oh snap!
I mean, pretty much.
Prepare your anuses, everybody.
I think everybody's in position. All right, so we knocked the British out of the ports they took, but they're still rampaging around in.
Just running rampant in Denmark.
Yeah. Veteran Army. Veteran Army has happened to us. Affect leadership modifier 5%, organization regain rate 5%, land organization 5%. What did I do for that? Let's see. Veteran Army. Land battles fought at least 250. So I fought 250 land battles, and that gave me a veteran army.
Well, hooray.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good, right?
Yeah, that's good. Well, it's like 5% to organization regain rate, and a leadership, which means more tech. Germany can you should be able to see how close you are to getting it. If you
Where do I see that?
Let's see. Hang on. If you go to, let's see. Midgeman just blooped me on Discord, so everybody got to see what he said. Let's see. Lower right hand corner, not middle button. Strategic effects. The little flag.
Pact of Steel. Great Army.
And then go to Veteran Army and hover.
Oh, I have that already.
Oh, you already have a veteran army. Oh, your army's more veteran than my army is.
So good.
Yeah, it's all of them good.
And I'm halfway to Polish corridor. Danzig controlled by Italy.
It's controlled by me. So by extension, you have access.
Well, I mean, it's not really fair because there's two conditions. One is be Italy, and the other one is Danzig controlled by Italy. So it's.
All right, I think it's time to declare war Conquer Poland. I do. I very do. Sorry, Poland. They immediately just pulled all of their units off of the front line. Germany's coming. Ah, not in the face.
You declared war? Yeah, you did. You're on the move.
Yeah. I don't even... Are they mobilized? I think they were mobilized. Yeah, they're mobilized. It's just the veteran German Wehrmacht. The German Wehrmacht as opposed to the Italian Wehrmacht.
Italian Wehrmacht. So Wehrmacht.
All the Wehrmacht. All right. Panzers are on the go. Go gadget Panzers.
Bulgaria, I'm disappointed. You know why? Because you didn't put up a fight.
It's Bulgaria. And not like Bulgaria from like 600 years ago.
There are a lot of convoys showing up in like Syria now. I'm spotting them with my task force broadsworders in my main navy.
Task Force Broadsword?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool name.
Damn right it is.
Starting to win the battles against the Polish already. Sorry, Polacks. Let's see. See if I can find Kowalski's house.
Oh, really? Is this infrastructure too low?
It's down here somewhere.
Oh, wow. There's actually some pretty crappy infrastructure in the Sinai. Go figure.
It's down here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where it is. Well, it might not be marked on here. Oh, no, there it is. There's Kowalski's house. Okay.
There's Kowalski's house.
It's right there. It's that town that I thought I was pronouncing correctly, but I was pronouncing it 98% correctly, so people threw a fit. PM Michelle.
Oh man, you know, I've been kind of looking at Italian strategy a little bit, kind of reading up on it, kind of what to do, when to do it, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that was mentioned was not to focus on submarines as Italy.
No,
probably for good reason.
You want to do well. German submarine tech is superior to Italian submarine tech, so it's going to be. In the Italians have more practical experience working with surface ships, so it's better for the Italians to go surface ships.
Yeah, but my subs are doing so good.
All of the subs.
They're doing so good.
Oh my god. When the German panzers hit the Polish infantry, it's just no contest. It's a little sad.
Maybe more naval bombers, because naval bombers aren't like the OP machines I think you said they were, like in Hoi 4.
They're okay. They're not, you know, the end all be all to, you know, all ships in the world.
All ships in the world.
Well, you know, where you could just make 30,000 naval bombers and then completely render anybody else's navy completely obsolete.
Mm-hmm. The offensive goes well in Bulgaria, so, you know.
The offensive goes well in Poland, but that's basically because nobody's fighting back.
Because I think if the offensive in Bulgaria was going poorly, I think you'd reconsider your alliance.
Yeah. If Bulgaria was giving you a run for your money, I'd be like, maybe you don't take care of a section of the front in the Soviet Union. Maybe you just give it all to me, and I'll take care of it. Supply organization finished, and I didn't even know it. Supply organization, supply transportation, and supply production. Super important technologies.
Nah. I think it's a myth.
Italians don't believe in fuel. Italians are like orcs. Their machines just run on their fighting spirit.
That's right.
Which is why they putz out after a few miles.
All right, we're going to rebuild the fleet now. Everyone,
hostile bombing.
Over here.
Oh, no, that's over in Poland.
Republic of Spain. What do you want? No, I decline. I'm making plenty of supplies for myself. I don't need your nonsense.
All of the supplies.
I don't need your witchcraft.
Lost province. That's not a big deal. All right, Danzig is faltering. I feel a little bit bad for the Poles. They just don't attacking
because
them
you can
this
concentrate
early.
everything at once.
Yeah, concentrating everything at once on them, and I'm attacking early.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little unfair.
Well, you know, it's all Britain's fault. We've been over this.
It is. It's all
Britain's fault.
It's all the British fault.
All of you guys, why don't you guys go and stack up here?
Let's see here. It's nice actually controlling troops for a change instead of just telling fronts to move to different spaces. You go there.
All right, we're in control
here.
of Suez, I think.
Yay.
Or at least I'm pretty sure I've taken enough control of it that ships can't pass through it that aren't mine.
Should be a thing. That should be how things do.
That's how canals work, right?
That's how things do. You heard it here first, folks. That's how things do. Alrighty, and what's happening up here? We're winning.
Yay.
Alright, let's see. Boom. And there, and you go here. And maybe another one? Yeah, why not? I only have 3 submarines, but they're wreaking havoc. They're doing a damn good job.
As they should.
And
Unless they'd be
they're
shot,
old, too. They're Type 2 submarines, so they're like old pre-war coastal submarines.
Well, no one's navy is modernized, right? Except for the British, right? It's probably the British that you're giving problems to.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's funny about the British is early in the game, they are so weak because everything is colossally out of date. Not just a little out of date, like all of their planes, their Air Force basically is non-existent. They're still like flying World War I bombers.
Amazing.
And as you know, and then as the game goes on, you get to upgrade them and whatnot. Alrighty. Panzers. Danzig fell. Okay. Danzig shall be rightful German clay again. Alrighty.
So is there like an automatic suppression mode that I can put units on?
No.
Okay.
No, speaking of which, there are partisans in France. They rose up in Vichy. Well, right next to Vichy.
How dare they?
I know.
Because I just got my first suppression unit out, actually. It just finished, so...
I tend to just put them in VPs.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just put them in cities. It's just a force of habit. I don't know if it actually works better or not. But
well, I really like the idea of, and maybe it was you that was saying it, or I read the comment. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was Rob Strader was saying about, just like laying a bunch of suppression units along like your infrastructure to where wherever the supplies are going, right? And where's the supply? There it is.
So if you pop open supply map mode, it'll actually, you'll actually see.
There we go.
Exactly how the supplies are moving. So you can see like that green line going from Rome all the way over to your front.
Yep.
And then what you'll see once it gets Polish corridor happened to us. Once you get to the point where you're actually running into supply troubles, you'll start to see I think it's green with like a red hash through it. And that's areas where the infrastructure doesn't have the capacity to, for the throughput.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Blitzkrieg. We don't know how to Blitzkrieg yet. We're getting that figured out.
I'm just gonna keep pushing across like the Sinai and up into Jordan and Syria, as I'm gonna do.
We're getting sunk at in the Gulf of Leon now.
Those jerks.
I know, buttholes.
How dare they? How dare they?
All right, you go there, and you go there. There's an HQ unit defending a city. All right, the 40... Okay, Kowalski, the 46th Infantry, German Infantry Division took your house. Just so you know. Want to make sure you knew that.
Just as glint in Ben's eye.
Yep.
I did that. I did that.
The 46th Infantry, the 46th Infantry Division is the one that took your home. Hopefully they were gentle. One would hope. Actually, about halfway to Warsaw already. Poland is 20% capitulated.
Oh yeah, where's that at?
What?
Where you see how capitulated they are.
Click on the nation, and then click on their flag.
Yeah.
And it pops open the thing, and then there's a green bar right under the word Bulgaria.
Surrender progress 0.
You have not taken any VPs.
Well, you know, they need to recognize who their betters are.
Italians?
Yeah, I mean, do you doubt it?
Little?
Rude.
Just a little.
Rude.
Ah, very, yes. Let's see. How does my... Stop talking to me!
Stop it.
My Discord's blooped like 5 times.
You really need to enable like streamer mode or something on there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal when I'm normally recording, because normally I'm recording in DirectX mode where it just records the actual game footage. But because this game is for some reason unstable with that, it doesn't work. I have to do the record your desktop, so when someone says something to me, pops up on the screen. All right, so resistance map mode is what I was looking for.
Oh wow, the Bulgarians actually have like close air support in the air. I might have to get my interceptors in the air over there.
Good luck.
All right, you guys, you need to rebase. Where's the nearest airport? Does one just not exist down here? Oh, there's one. Rebase there.
Is this the 46th Infantry Division? Okay. Oh, no, we don't need to replace the general.
Oh, that's all out of range. I don't think I have an airfield close enough.
All right,
to be able to get air support over here.
Kowalski Liberators. I can't. It doesn't fit in. So I'll have to delete. I'll have to delete something because I really want to put Kowalski's Liberators in there.
Well, I took Sofia.
Sophia?
Yeah, they're
that's one of
their
VPs.
Now, how close are you surrendering? 47%. That's what I thought.
That's a lot of percent. The Kowalski Liberators. Remember that time the 46th Infantry Division took your house? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Kowalski remembers.
Yeah. All right, so Panzers and the motorized infantry are moving up towards Warsaw. Krakow's fallen. Łódź is fallen. And yes, that is a nearly correct pronunciation. Don't give me shit about it.
Persia wants to give me fuel for money. I'm going to decline for now.
No, it's not perfect.
I have to say no.
No, it's not perfect because I'm not a native speaker, but it's goddamn close. It's not Łódź.
Strangely enough, Australia wants to trade with me. Aren't they a part of the Allies, though?
I don't know.
Australia. Aligning towards allies. Oh, okay,
they're not there yet. They're still willing to
working on
trade.
it, though, but they're interested in trading with me, that's for sure. Unfortunately, we're up against time for this episode, so we're going to have to cut it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're enjoying this series so far, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps out a great deal, and we'll catch you guys later.
Goodbye.